Hi everyone, it's Rodney Rissanen for another episode of Rodney's Life Lessons. My wife left me a message asking if I could make a video about showing up for yourself and other people, showing up and being there for you in your times of need. My beautiful wife works in a alternative cancer treatment center. Very hard job to do. Sees a lot of people transitioning. Often, as a last resort, they go and try alternative treatment methods, whereas this should be the first resort, not once it's already past sort of saving. And what she is noticing and pointed out to me, and it's very true, is when a spouse or a partner refuses to acknowledge and be there for their significant other when they're going through these most trying times, when they really need that person to be there, and that person becomes stoic and cold-hearted. Now, there can be many reasons for that. The person might not want to accept or might not be mentally capable of dealing with the grief that is before them. The person that they love and they've spent their life with is crumbling before their very eyes, and they might not be able to deal with that emotionally. And to that I say, you were called to be in this situation. I believe that every obstacle, every challenge in our life is to make us become a better human being, to make us stronger. I don't want to say tests, but life is not, we're not eternal in human form. Our spirit is eternal. It never ends, and we're just going to reincarnate and continue the process until we reach that most divine state. But in the human form, what it means is to feel emotions. We are here, for those of you who have read the Celestine Prophecy series, we choose this life. And it's seen in the metaphysical community as a great badge of honor to have lived the human experience. And why that is it is so entirely and completely challenging in every single way. Having emotions, living through joy and sorrow and happiness and sadness, is one of the most challenging things that our soul will ever go through. And to avoid this, by not being there for your partner or significant other, is you're sort of negating the reason that you came here in the first place. And then there's those people that they are not even there for themselves. We really need to acknowledge the emotions that we go through. To be human is to feel. Now, we don't want to hang on negativity or anxiety or worry or fear, but to have these emotions is to be human. We need to live through them. We need to let it pass, and then we need to focus on the good, focus on being strong. See, in situations where people are faced with terminal illnesses, as a life coach and a wellness coach and a death doula, I know that people in these times need to feel confident in their own mortality, and they need to have tangible steps that they can take to improve their situation. Now, for someone that's facing a terminal illness, that can be something as seeing that transitioning is part of life. Like, I've been there. I transitioned. That's why I took up that calling of being a death doula. It's not a terrifying experience, it's a beautiful experience. To realize there is no hell, just like there is no heaven, makes the whole... I've started reading, it's called The Complete Apocrypha. It's the 15 books that were removed from the Bible. Like the Book of Enoch I'm reading, and it talks about reincarnation. We're not judged, we're not condemned. We simply evolve or don't evolve, and we do it again until we completely evolve into our divinity, realizing that we are God having a human experience. So to refuse to acknowledge the emotions that we are going through in these most trying times of, terminal illnesses, or refusing to acknowledge and be there for your partner or spouse, significant other, as they're going through a time of terminal illness, is to not be human. It's a part of being human to hurt, to feel sadness. If all we saw in this world was good, we wouldn't know that unless we had the contrast of bad. We need the contrast. We need the dark to know that there's light. We need the bad to know that there's good. We need the evil to know that there's good. So this is part of the walk. This is part of the journey. We need to live through those emotions, those very, very hard times when someone we love and hold dear is taking their last few breaths. We need to be there for them. And those people that are taking those last breaths, they need to be there for themselves. This is okay. I'm going to transition, and I'm going to come back. And it never ends. It never ends. I was there. I did it. It was the most beautiful feeling of divine love that I've ever experienced in my entire existence. It was an absolutely beautiful experience. That's why people don't want to come back. That's what they call heaven, is we leave this body. Is literally, you leave the body is a heavenly thing, because this human experience is hard. It truly is hard. And when you realize that you are a divine, beautiful soul, that's a heavenly state of being. So this is how they've manipulated that natural progression of the soul. The shell dies, it falls, we reincarnate into another shell, and hopefully we learn and we grow and we evolve our soul. So if you know of anybody that is going through their final days, please step up. Please be there for them. Please encourage them, hold their hand. Help create a legacy. Offer to record videos of their children and their grandchildren. Help to write their stories down for them. Help to make the preparations in the funeral home. And if you are somebody that's going through your final days, it doesn't end. Be there for yourself. Don't be scared. Embrace this being human experience and know that you've lived. You truly have lived. Be proud. I love you all. Take care.